When life closes a door, you must open a new path for yourself. Have you ever thought that there is an age when a person is no longer young enough to begin again easily, but not yet old enough to allow themselves to give up? That age is somewhere around 43. A woman at that age has often already lived through nearly half of her life. Maybe she has worked hard for 20 years. Maybe she has sacrificed her youth for her family, for her children, for her work, and for responsibilities that not everyone can see. She has grown used to waking up every morning, preparing meals, taking her children to school, going to work, finishing her tasks, coming home, and continuing to take care of her family. Day after day, year after year. She believed that although life was not perfect, at least it was stable. Until one day, one short sentence makes the whole world inside her collapse. The company has to reduce staff. Or your position is no longer suitable. Or even more painful, we need younger people, more flexible people, people who better fit our new direction. Only a few sentences. But behind them is an entire storm. It is not only losing a job, it is not only losing an income, it is the feeling of being pushed out of the flow of life. At 25, losing a job may feel like a chance to try again. At 30, losing a job may feel like a chance to change direction. But at 43, losing a job can feel like a blow to your self-worth. You begin to ask yourself, do I still have value? Will any company still need me? Am I too old to begin again? I have spent my whole life working, so why do I suddenly feel unnecessary? And perhaps the most painful question is, if I no longer have this job, then who am I? Many women have cried quietly during this stage of life. They do not cry loudly. They do not tell too many people. They do not want their husband or children to worry. They do not want their friends to pity them. They do not want their aging parents to carry more concern. So they still try to appear normal. They still cook, still clean the house, still ask their children how school was today, still smile when someone asks, "Are you doing okay these days?" But when night comes, when the whole family has gone to sleep, they sit alone in silence and feel their heart become empty. Losing a job at 43 is not only a financial crisis, it is a crisis of faith, a crisis of identity, a crisis of wondering whether you can still begin again. But if today you are in that situation, I want to tell you something very real. 43 is not the end. It may be a painful road, it may be a door closing, it may be a very heavy fall, but it is not your ending. Sometimes life takes away a job not to destroy you, but to force you to look back at a path you have walked for too long without happiness. Maybe for many years, you worked only out of responsibility. You endured an environment that no longer suited you. You stayed because you were afraid of change. You accepted exhaustion because you believed that at this age you had no other choice. Then one day, life closed that door for you. At first, you may feel abandoned. But later, when you look back, you may realize that was the moment life began pushing you back toward yourself. A new path does not need to be big from the very beginning. It only needs to begin. A small stream does not become a river in one day, but if it keeps flowing, it will find its way. You are the same. Maybe today you send out one resume. Tomorrow you learn one Excel lesson. The next day you call an old contact. Next week you try one interview. Next month you accept a small job. Little by little you are moving again. And one day you will realize you are no longer the woman sitting there crying because she lost her job. You have become a woman who knows how to stand up after life has tested her. There is something very beautiful about a woman at 43. She has lived through enough to know that life is not easy, but she is also deep enough not to be defeated by a single storm. She may hurt, but she will not collapse forever. She may be afraid, but she still keeps walking. She may lose a job, but she does not lose her dignity. She may be rejected, but she does not reject herself. If you are in this season of life, remember this: you are not starting over from zero. You are starting over with experience, with lessons, with maturity, and with a heart that has endured so much, yet still wants to live well. Do not see the years behind you as a burden. See them as life capital. You have already overcome so many things you once thought you could not survive. You have cared for your family through difficult times. You have silently endured pressures no one knew about. You have stood strong even when no one applauded you. So this time, you can do it too. Not by rushing, not by pretending that you are fine, but through small steps, practical steps, patient steps, and steps filled with self-respect. Begin by updating your resume as if you are also rebuilding your faith in yourself. Do not only write down the jobs you have done, write down the value you have created. Did you help your company save costs? Did you manage documents carefully? Did you take good care of customers? Did you train new employees? Did you help the work run smoothly? Did you solve difficult problems that no one else noticed? All of those things are value. Then learn again, not because you are weak, but because strong people know how to update themselves. Learn new technology, learn new skills, learn how to communicate in interviews, learn how to use professional social networks, learn how to expand your relationships. Do not be ashamed to learn again from the beginning. Only those who stop learning truly become old. Then, open your heart to small opportunities. Do not look down on a part-time job. Do not underestimate a short-term project. Do not ignore a recommendation from someone. Many big roads begin with a very small opportunity. You do not need to find the perfect job immediately. You need to find a place to stand so you can begin moving again. When a person stands still too long inside fear, fear grows larger. But when you begin to act, even in a very small way, faith begins to return. Maybe you will be rejected. That does not mean you are useless. It only means that place was not the right fit. Maybe you will feel slower than younger people. That does not mean you have lost. It only means you need to walk at your own rhythm. Maybe you will have to begin again from a more humble position. That does not mean you have failed. It only means you are rebuilding your foundation. After a storm, a tree may lose branches. It may lose leaves. But if the roots are still alive, it can still sprout again. You are the same. Do not let one job loss make you forget your entire worth. Life does not always ask whether you are ready. Sometimes it suddenly changes, then forces you to grow one more time. But it is often in those moments that you discover another version of yourself. A version that is calmer, more practical, more thoughtful, and stronger. Maybe the road ahead will not look like the old road. Maybe the new job will not be the kind of work you were used to. Maybe the income at first will not be what you hoped for. Maybe you will have to learn many things again. But the most important thing is this: you are still moving. And when a woman who has once fallen still rises again, there is a different kind of beauty in her. It is no longer the beauty of youth. It is the beauty of resilience. The resilience of someone who has lost something but has not given up. The resilience of someone who has been hurt but has not become bitter. If today you are unemployed at 43, I hope you do not see yourself as someone left behind. You are only standing in the middle of a turn. Every turn feels frightening because we cannot yet see the road ahead. But not seeing the road does not mean there is no road. It only means you need to take a few more steps. Give yourself time. Give yourself patience. Give yourself permission to begin again without shame. Give yourself the chance to become a new version of yourself, even if it happens a little later than others. Let the old job become a chapter that is past. Let the pain become a lesson. Let rejection become motivation. Let the difficult days remind you that you are stronger than you once believed. Then, step by step, you will find work that fits you better, a rhythm of life that fits you better, and a new version of yourself that fits this season of your life. You do not need to become the person you were before. You can become someone deeper than before. Someone who knows that her worth does not lie in a job title, not in her age, not in a recruiter's judgment, not in one staff reduction. Your worth lies in the way you rise after a crisis, the way you learn again when necessary, the way you keep your self-respect during difficult times, the way you continue walking even while fear is still inside your heart. And if no one has told you this, then today I want to tell you, you still have value, you still have opportunities, you still have a path ahead. If this story touched you, save it and come back to it on the days when you feel lost. And if there is a woman out there who is afraid because she has lost her job, because of her age, because the future is unclear, share this with her. Perhaps one timely reminder can help someone not give up. Thank you for listening. May you have enough calm to move through this crisis, enough courage to learn again from the beginning, enough patience to find new opportunities, and enough love for yourself to understand that losing a job does not mean losing everything. Because ahead of you, there are still new doors, new opportunities, and a stronger version of yourself waiting to be awakened. If these words touched you, save this video and come back to it whenever life feels too noisy, and I will see you in the next video.